For over 600 years, one empire shaped the world, stretching across 3 continents, ruling millions, controlling trade routes, culture, and war. It rose with unimaginable power and collapsed just as dramatically. This is the story of the Ottoman Empire, its rise, its glory, and its final fall. Birth of an empire. The story begins in the late 1200s. Anatolia was broken, divided into small Turkish states after the fall of the Seljuk Empire. And among these tribes rose a warrior, Osman I, the founder of the Ottoman dynasty. His people called themselves the Osmanli, and under his leadership they expanded from a small principality into a rising power. What started as a tiny frontier state would soon become one of the most powerful empires in human history. The fall of Constantinople. In 1453, a 21-year-old sultan changed the world forever. Mehmed II, known as Mehmed the Conqueror, set his eyes on the greatest prize, Constantinople, capital of the Byzantine Empire. Armed with massive cannons and an army of 80,000, he launched a siege that shook the medieval world. On May 29, 1453, Constantinople fell. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the birth of Istanbul, jewel of the Ottomans. The empire now stood as a superpower, bridging East and West. The Golden Age. The 1500s were the golden age of the Ottoman Empire. Under sultans like Selim the Grim and his son Suleiman the Magnificent, the empire expanded dramatically. They conquered Egypt and the holy cities, the Arab world, large parts of Eastern Europe, and even threatened Vienna. Suleiman wasn't just a conqueror. He was a lawmaker, poet, and patron of the arts. Under him, the Ottomans created an era of universities, architecture, science, and cultural harmony. This was a time when the empire was feared, respected, and admired. Power, wealth, and global influence. The Ottomans controlled some of the world's most strategic lands, the gateways between Europe and Asia. Their navy dominated the Mediterranean. Their trade routes brought wealth from Africa, Arabia, and Asia. Istanbul became a global center of trade, diplomacy, culture, and religion. For centuries, the Ottoman Empire shaped politics from Vienna to Yemen, Algiers to Baghdad. It was not just a country, it was a powerhouse influencing half the world. The beginning of decline. But no empire lasts forever. By the late 1600s, the Ottomans were facing problems. Europe was industrializing. New powers like Russia and Austria were rising. The empire struggled with outdated armies and internal corruption. The failed siege of Vienna in 1683 marked a turning point. Slowly, territory after territory slipped away. The sick man of Europe, a name later given by European powers, was beginning to emerge. Revolutions and wars. During the 1800s, nationalism swept through the empire. Greeks, Serbs, Arabs, Bulgarians all demanded independence. The Ottomans tried to modernize with Tanzimat reforms, but it wasn't enough to compete with Europe's technological and economic growth. Then came World War I. The empire sided with Germany and lost. After the war, the empire was divided among the Allied powers. What remained was a shadow of its former glory. the final fall. In 1922, after more than 600 years, the Ottoman Sultanate was abolished. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk led the Turkish War of Independence, ending the empire and creating the modern Republic of Turkey. The Ottoman Empire was gone, but its influence was etched forever into history. Legacy. From a small tribe to a global empire, the Ottomans shaped culture, religion, architecture, and politics across 3 continents. Their rise was legendary, their fall was dramatic, and their legacy still lives on in the heart of modern Turkey and across the world. If you're enjoying this journey through history, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories from the past.